Hi, I'm Doug.
And I'm feeling extremely bubbly.
And this is the Unordinary blog. All right. Well, before we get to our news stories, we're going to go ahead and do a little update for you guys on Hot Air. We're actually going to show you guys a little clip of us doing some animation and give you a sneak peek of, a little bit of what's to come on that. So, I don't know, Matt, how would you say the Hot Air is going?
Hot Air is going pretty good. It's a lot of work, and we're really excited about all the stuff that's coming out. And it's just a lot of work, but it'll be worth it in the end. And This is just a little glimpse of what we go through on a daily basis while working on the show.
All right, so this is our sneak peek of Hot Air. We're going to do a little, showing you guys a little bit of what we're doing here. We're kind of going to give you guys a look at what the backgrounds and the characters are going to look a little bit like. This is the most main used background in Season 1. It's pretty plain. Yeah. We just have a few clouds here, and we try to detail as much as possible. And here we have the same kind of setup here, and then we have a few, props in there.
One thing about all these backgrounds is that they were all flat. Everything, it's a flat surface, and we animated on top of it. We didn't pay a lot of attention to detail, but as we went along, we started adding perspective.
And this one here, we try to add a little bit of shadow and perspective so it looks 3D. It looks like, we could slide a guy in there and it make it look kind of like he was behind the counter or doing things. And, we could fake it 3D. And then also with the characters, for instance, Matt, he's got this little basket top here that we had him, I thought if he's a hot air balloon, he'd have the top lid to the basket, and then he had these square eyebrow or rectangular eyebrows here. Pupils. He didn't have any color in his eyes. Just different things that look kind of plain. But this season, we're going to kind of go with a little bit of more of a 3D approach. So with, for instance, the character here, let me grab him. We gave him kind of a little bit of color to his eyes, rounded out his brows a little bit more. We took away this thing here because it was just kind of confusing. Some of the characters had it, some of them didn't. Kind of made him look a little bit nicer. And then we also have detailed our props a little bit more.
All the scenes that were created are now created in pieces, so everything's still hand-drawn like the old cartoon was, but now it's in a more 3D feel.
Yeah, see, for right here, the other one was a lot of layers for the Photoshop files. This one, in After Effects, we've just taken each piece that we've hand-drawn, and we put them together kind of like a paper box, essentially.
It's like building with Legos, but flat pieces that we drew.
So we have to do our own creation of the 3D pieces that we're looking at doing. And then it gives you kind of this look to it here, where it'll give it kind of that 3D spin look.
So now we can still keep the view of the cartoons, the style of the cartoons, but we also have the option to put the cameras and everything in different places depending on how we feel the scene needs to have, the views.
Yeah, we wanted to give it a little bit more character. We didn't want it to just be flat, the same scenes, same places. We're going to kind of, this is going to be one of the main places that things take place in. Like the main sky in the last season, this one is going to be Matt's new condo or his house that he's just got. So we're going to, base a little bit of the scenes here. But we're doing a lot more details of the props. That's why it's taking a lot longer. So yeah, we
one of the biggest things that we are trying to do with this season is just to have a lot more depth to the whole cartoon, so that it's not like the first season, which was really a test. And so we hope that you guys are looking forward to seeing what we're doing here. We know we're excited about it.
Yeah. And with seeing this, we're hoping that you guys kind of get a little bit better idea of the effort that went into it to show that we're trying to put better quality into the cartoons. So, we're hoping you guys enjoy Hot Air and looking forward to it.
And with that, we'll send you back to those two handsome gentlemen. So there it is. Now you've had a small look into what we do on a daily basis. We hope you enjoyed that, and we hope you're looking forward to Hot Air as much as we are. And with that being said, we're going to go into our normal news. We both have picked out one piece to touch today. And coincidentally, I mean, I don't know everything about his story, but they're both about jails, people going to jail, so it's always good. If you like watching cops like me, you're excited. You're excited right now, and I always am. So
I don't know who doesn't like watching cops.
I don't know. You always like watching cops until it's actually happening to you, and then you start you sweat. The lights hit you in the camera, and you're like, no, I don't want to be that stupid person.
Yeah. Right. So, a woman named Ashley Huff, she was 23 years old, from the city of Commerce. She was a passenger in a car, and it got pulled over. And I guess the officers were checking the car, and they were looking around, and they noticed she had a spoon in her bag, and it had some residue on it.
Okay.
Now, if I'm thinking, like if I'm a cop and I'm thinking, there's a spoon, I wouldn't think my first reaction would be, what's on the spoon? It must be illegal. Well, anyway, they arrested her because they thought it might have had this on it, some methamphetamines.
Because everybody knows what I mean, come on, who doesn't know what methamphetamines look like?
People like to eat methamphetamines.
But cops know what methamphetamines. But if I was a cop, I would think that this is either rock salt or sugar candy. But continue.
Like Pop Rocks, maybe.
Pop Rocks, yeah.
So, she was jailed for about 2 weeks and then released on her own recognizance. One of her conditions was that she had some court dates that she had to go to. Apparently, she had missed one of the court dates, and they basically took her back to jail. And while she was in there, even though she knew she was innocent, she, I guess, had contemplated taking a deal, making a deal with them, or a plea deal, yeah. And, apparently they ended up doing some tests on the spoon to see what the residue was, and it wasn't methamphetamines, that's for sure. It was, I guess it was Spaghettios.
Because Spaghettios and methamphetamines go hand in hand.
They look just like each other.
Yeah.
She had told him on the scene that it was just her, her Spaghettio sauce, but I guess they had to take her into jail, and so she was contemplating taking legal action against them, but the officers they said that they was just all they were just doing it. Thought they were doing the right right job.
The right thing. Keeping them Spaghettios off the
Yeah, I guess here's the thing though. I guess they said that they do like a field test when they bring it in.
Okay.
When they're out there and they're arresting the person, they have like a field test that they do, and I guess some person had also gotten arrested because they thought that it was cocaine. They did a field test and was positive for cocaine, but it actually just ended up being homemade soap. So 2 tips for you. I'll show you the lady. Here's go to the next slide. Here's her.
Okay.
And
if you're a cop, if you're a cop and you pull this lady over, first thing you think of, this lady's doing methamphetamines. That's all I'm saying. I'd be arresting her too.
But Spaghettios, man, it's orange.
Hey, they're addictive, and so
I guess, yeah. Maybe there was meth in the Spaghettios.
Maybe
that could
maybe she's the mastermind here. Maybe it was crystal meth disguised as Spaghettios.
I would assume so. Yeah, so that's the story that I've got. I thought it was kind of weird and interesting.
It's good. It's a good story. Okay, so my story comes from recent news because current news is always pretty funny. So the lava flow currently creeping across Hawaii is where I chose my story from. So they've got, tons of people. Hawaii is a big place. Lots of people, vacationers go there. So this lava that's flowing in Hawaii, a lot of people, it says residents are flowing to it like moths to a flame. Because, it's not every day you get to go stand next to flowing lava.
I would go check out. If there was lava let's be honest here.
You would
go
see
out of your front door and look at this dangerous lava flowing through the city.
So, but while some onlookers sat in lawn chairs outside, police enforced barricades, so they've got ways for you to watch it safely. They're all patiently waiting to see, the lava cross the street.
It's like a TV show. They're gonna have commercials and sponsors.
Yeah. like Tournament of Roses.
Now back to the lava coverage.
Okay, so this lady, a resident of the city closest to the lava flow, her name is Ruth Crawford. She drove, to see this thing. Her and her friends wanted to see this, and they live there, so that's kind of weird in and of itself. That'd be like me and you saying, oh, a tortoise is crossing the road, which happens all the time, and we're like, oh, we gotta go see it. I mean, I just find that weird. But so she and her friends allegedly trespassed on county property and dunked a bunch of household objects, like golf clubs, forks, coins, and egg beater, into the lava for fun. Now, I'm just saying that this sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah. I would do something like that.
Well, I'm thinking it'd be super hot too. Like,
it's super hot, but just as the kid inside of you wants to see what happens to things inside of lava. You can't put people in there, so you got to put objects in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just. I give her, up to this point, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. She's doing good. So so here's where the mistake is. They do it, they get away with it. Nobody sees them, they get it, they do their thing, they leave. Oh. So then she goes to the media. Go ahead.
By the way, this is not the lady.
No, this is not the lady.
This is still the
This
old
is
lady.
the meth lady.
I think that...
This is different.
Do you have a picture?
I do, but it's coming up. Hang on.
Okay.
We can go ahead and switch to it. Switch to the next picture. This is the lady, and she's got an egg beater, and it's destroyed. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay, so after they get away with it, she goes to the media and tells about her adventure. Okay, first of all, rule of thumb as a child, and I'm still living my childhood at 31, when you do something like that, you don't tell people. You only tell your friends at least 2 months down the road, so there's nothing that will happen. It's just a story at this point. She runs to the media right after she does it with this. Obviously, they're taking pictures of the lady. And Crawford and her friend Stephen Paul were arrested and charged with second-degree criminal trespassing, and they were released on $250 bail. Okay? That's good. Yeah. You go to jail, you commit the crime, you go to jail. I'm just saying, stay out of jail, don't tell people. Just tell them 2 months later, and then you're good. So Crawford, who is 59 years old, told the Huffington Post that she's embarrassed now and acknowledged, we shouldn't have done it. We feel awkward because we got arrested. And it's really rich to be my age and have my mugshot on the internet. This is a classy lady.
Well, first of all, she looks pretty classy.
She looks classy.
And then she's hanging. What was the guy's name?
His name is Stephen Paul. Stephen Paul. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that these are the two classiest people on the planet right now.
I think so. So the lava might be slow moving, but officials warn it's plenty dangerous. It's unpredictable at 2 miles an hour. Methane gas explosions can shake the ground and throw debris into the air. If a lava onlooker lost his or her balance, that's it. You're done. If you fall into it, you're done. But that's a chance you're willing to take for curiosity.
Yes and no. But
okay, let me clarify something. We're going to move away from the story for a second and just explain something. We grew up together. We say this all the time in the vlog. And Doug here is the prime person that we get into some trouble because of moi. He's the one that's cautious about it at all times. He'll go, but you got to drag him. I'm the guy that's like, hey, there's a snake under the rock over there, and it's probably poisonous. Let's go lift it up and let's look at it. I'm
kind of like, we'll get a stick and push it over, but it's got to be like a 70-foot stick. If you're like, okay, let's try to, maneuver this rock out of the way or something.
So Crawford, it seems, wasn't thinking about the dangers. She told the reporters that she just went because it's lava. I've been here 23 years, and I was kind of excited.
That's a good reason, though. I mean, come on,
I was kind of excited and scared, and I just wanted to do it. And that's, my friends, is all the reason in the world to do something, because you wanted to.
Yes, this lady here, too, she looks like she's screaming I did it because I wanted to.
She's screaming, "I need adventure in my life."
And
that's what that lady's screaming.
And ma'am, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't offend you. But come on, with the glasses and the whole
yes,
thing.
yes.
Yeah,
okay, so I'm gonna end the story.
She was ready.
I'm gonna end the story with a line because it's good. This is why I picked the story in the first place. We can all learn a lesson from Ruth. If the cops catch you throwing a hand mixer into the lava flow right now, they'll tell you to beat it. Because that's my kind of joke. Oh,
I'll allow it.
Yeah, because it's good. It's good. And the Huffington Post did this, so this isn't even me. This is just them, so you can blame them for my bad humor.
Yeah, no, puns are gold. Anytime you can do a
Pure
pun,
gold.
it's just... I think that they're smarter
Yeah, because they're punny. All the jokes are punny.
I think they're smarter than most jokes, and people say that they're really dumb. But if you think about puns, you have to actually sit there and think about the joke. I mean, you say you don't, but you really do. Because it's like, you have to figure out how to say it just perfectly to where you can mix the words. I don't know. To me, puns are genius.
All I know is I'm feeling bubbly, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, well.
So that's our stories.
That was, I don't know if that's going to be a long show or not.
It's going to be short.
It feels kind of short.
It's kind of short.
But we're going to go ahead and top this guy off, and then I think we'll be seeing you next time.
And next vlog, we have another special part of our vlog that we're going to be doing. Not here. It's half and half. We're going somewhere again, so that's a surprise. Tune in next week. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button below, please hit the subscribe button. We can use your support, and we hope you wish to...
And please comment. We need as many comments as we can.
That's where I was going.
Right now, we only have like a few, maybe 2 comments per video.
I'm just saying, when my sister's the only one that comments, there's a problem.
I think in your mom as well.
Oh, yes, my mother, too.
Yeah, so if we could get a few more of you guys, especially if you're not related to us, that would be great. Ask us questions, or, even if you just want to tell us that you think my shirt is awesome or you think his shirt is awesome, you are more than welcome to do that. So, all right, well, I guess this is us signing off, and we'll catch you next week.
Methamphetamines.
Get off it.
My name is Doug, and I have mesothelioma.